Hello everybody, Andrew and Gray here yet again for another random Heroes of the Storm quick match. Now in all of my videos I am very well aware you can hear a lot of clicking going on from my mouse. I can't help that. I've tried various things and short of getting a new mouse, which I don't really want to do. You can hear it. Sorry, excuse me for one moment while I have a cough. I do apologise for that. We're getting into a game fairly quickly this time, which is always nice when it happens. And let's see what we have and what we are up against. So, on the enemy team we have a Nova, a Li Ming, a Zul, a Greymane and a Zagara. On our team I have Valla, along with a Zeratul, a Tracer, a Falstad and an Azmodan. So, I don't like the fact they've got Li Ming and a Greymane. Zul is good for pushing, and hopefully our Azmodan will be doing the same thing. We've got some nice stuns from Falstad, hopefully. There's Zul and Zagara can both do lane pushes, while we only really have Azmodan. Nova and Zeratul match off quite nicely. We do have a Tracer which should hopefully make up for the Greymane. Could be an interesting match, but nobody seems to be loading up, which is really interesting. Oh, there we go. And as we all know, my team comp ideas are obviously lacking. I don't know with this one. It could go either way. I'm really tempted to say that the enemy team's probably got it just for the Li Ming and Nova combo and the fact they've got two lane pushers. Having said that, we're all on Battlefield of Eternity, so lane pushing is not overly important unless you really wanted to try and win quickly. So, Battlefield of Eternity, you're going to have two big immortals who spawn in the middle and they start battling out but not really doing any damage to each other. The idea is we have to do the damage to the corresponding immortal, so we have to attack the enemy team has to attack ours. Whoever reduces the immortal down to 0 first, the immortal then spawns and pushes either top or bottom lane. If your immortal, so that is for us, that'll be if the immortal which the enemy team is attacking has any health left by the time we've taken theirs down to 0, then that health corresponds to a shield for the immortal. When the immortal has a shield, it does ranged damage, and when it loses that shield, it then goes into a close combat or melee, however you pronounce it, attacks. When it's pushing, we are taking a while to load up, so I'm going to stick with it for a little while, and if we don't load, then obviously I'll either skip it and probably skip the game, to be fairly honest with you. I don't think recording a game where we've failed to, I suppose, load correctly anymore would necessarily benefit anybody. So we'll give it a little while longer. It could just be that one of the team members and one of the respective teams just having internet issues or having issues in the general slow loading. It could be that that person is me, and I don't know it because there's no indication. Looking at network and just general usage, doesn't look like it's me. CPU's got low load and RAM's got fairly low load, so it doesn't look like it's an issue on this side. Oh, there we go. I see bars moving. I think maybe in the past when I've decided that things have crashed, that it hasn't really crashed and it's just a general issue somewhere in the whole network of one of the team members or something. I just got impatient. So we're just waiting on the enemy team's Nova now to load. The thing about with me saying that lane pushes probably aren't important is obviously with there only being 2 lanes, then laning isn't as effective maybe. Don't get me wrong, it can be. It can be if you're going for a quick win, you can just lane and go there, but because there's only the top and the bottom, you don't have to split your team up into 3 in order to soak as much, or in order to deal with the pressure an enemy team can put on you. So what I do is put Zagara in bottom, Zul in top maybe, and go from there. So here we go. We're going to go with an auto attack build as always for Valla, and to do that the initial one we're going to take is Rancor, where each hatred stack, and we'll get to that in a moment, increases our attack speed by 1.5%. That is part of our trait. Basic attacks grant us a stack of hatred up to 10. Each hatred stack increases our attack damage by 3% and movement speed by 1%, and because of that level 1 talent we also get an attack speed by 1.5% as well. Okay, looking at how we've set ourselves up, it's going to be me and Azmodan at the top, and then we've got Zeratul who will hopefully be roaming, Tracer and Falstad down at the bottom. Our abilities, our Q sends out a arrow in a straight line, or wherever we click, that deals 174 damage. Let's just do a spin for Azmodan here. So the first target hits, then seeks up 2 additional enemies, dealing 87. But if there's no additional enemy, it'll just hit the same person. And we'll just do some damage here. Just set off a multi-shot. Our W sends out a multi-shot of fan ahead of us, which does 154 damage to any enemies in that particular area. It's good as a wave clear. We've got a hunter killer again after us. There we go. We're getting a little bit low on health already because we are fairly squishy with Valla. And we'll just go and take a sip out of the well. We'll go down bottom to make sure nobody is hiding down here. Oh look, there's a Nova. We'll just get out of there as well because we're being followed again. We've got to be careful because there is likely a Nova about, and Nova will take the shot at me to try and kill me. We will just set out a multi-shot there. We'll do a multi-shot there as well. Okay, we're going to recall just so we can get a top off on health and mana, because she can be fairly mana intensive just before these immortals spawn. Tracer being very demanding and wanting to get assistance. Tracer is muted, meaning she can't type and communicate, so we are left with the pings that she does. Probably do have more damage output, so we should be able to win any race, DPS race between the two. Azmodan and Zul still in lanes battling it out, which is no bad thing. That's fine, we can take this as a race. And we're going to quickly choose basic attacks healers, because we've got as I was saying, no support, so if we can make ourselves last longer in the field, we will do so. Let's go down bottom and push with the objective. It doesn't matter if we push top or bottom, as long as the majority of us all agree that we should be pushing in the same sort of area. We'll take out some DPS against our immortal here. And again, just doing damage. They took that down fairly quickly. Oh, and let's recall a bit more. How are we doing damage wise? Not amazing. But we will stay down bottom because it looks like our Azmodan and Zul are fairly evenly matched. However, they do have a Nova up there, which isn't helping matters much.
see.
So we'll just see if we can help our team out. Our position is great at the moment. Ideally we want to be on the back of anything that's coming out. Having said that, there isn't an awful lot of backline with this team. We do have a tant available, and what we are going to get is that. So we are very mana hungry, but what we've got there is we can activate that particular skill, and it means we increase our damage output, but that's at the expense of mana. We'll get out of the way of Greymane there, and we managed to kill the enemy Nova probably at the top. So we're still maintaining pressure here on the bottom, which is good. None of us are really making good leeway into the other, although top is doing a bit of damage. Let's go and do some attack. Like some help taking it down, otherwise we're not going to manage getting a race. I don't want to use my burning attacks just yet.
As the shadows shift, so do I.
Swift and silent.
Now, are we going to defend, or are we going to we can win in a all-out DPS race? It's whether we want to. Let's get out of here. We are screwed. Not quite sure where the rest of the team was, but not engaging. But then again, perhaps I shouldn't have been on the front line. Perhaps it's my fault. I would suggest that it possibly is. However, we do not have a front line, so therefore somebody has to make that play. Now, I know the idea of having a silenced person in a team indicates that perhaps they're a little bit naughty. They're not perhaps the best at controlling their emotions or their anger. Let's get out of there.
Brutalize them.
Did do a fair amount of damage to that Nova. We want to get out of here as quickly as possible. Tracer is being very, very, I wouldn't say demanding, but I think she's, I certainly think if she wasn't muted, things would be a bit different. The two of us should not have gone in against that. But it's easy to say in hindsight and in retrospect. I suppose we had to do something, and just delaying a bit of DPS is enough of a sacrifice. I don't know. We're going to go for Rain of Vengeance, so we have some stuns for our next skill. So what this is going to do is 2 waves of Shadow Beasts that deal 518 damage to enemies within the target area, stunning for half a second per wave. And what that means is we throw that out, and if anybody's in it, they just basically get stunned a little bit. And that's generally enough to see somebody off. Let's activate our searing attacks. Let's get out of that, so we can do some quick damage to here, because we need to take it down as quickly as possible. There we go, so hopefully they haven't been able to do too much pushing down at the bottom. And we'll just get out of there as well, just so and again we're low on mana, so we need to get that every single time. We're low on mana. just couldn't secure that.
I'm low on mana.
We clicked when we shouldn't have done.
As you wish.
I can't.
I need to pull back.
So it looks like the majority of the friendly team is willing to sacrifice the bottom in the Vane's hope that they will get the top on the enemy. They are not getting the top, they're retreating, and our bottom looks fairly healthy.
They will miss that fort.
A pity. I was beginning to enjoy myself.
And we really need to keep this from falling. That's fine, you guys go up there, but we need to keep this going down here. We are going to empower our basic attacks against heroes.
Certainly no angel.
And then we're going to go up and do some damage, hopefully, to the Immortal.
None shall stand against us. Double kill.
And then we're just going to get out of there because we need the health. So that wasn't too bad a play. We'll go back in there now. Some serious pushing going on. Falstad coming back down. That's fine.
As you wish.
That was completely my fault, that death. I know it was, I knew I shouldn't have gone back, but I did anyway, because why not, hey? Why not indeed? We really need to start concentrating on the Immortal. Zeratul was probably going up getting some health, and just trying to get away from Li Ming, quite frankly, and I don't blame him for that at all. We need to regroup, as the team is doing at the moment. Hopefully do some damage. Our ultimate is back up and running. Zeratul down. So we'll just throw that out and create a bit of zoning.
Enemy slain. Double kill. Triple kill.
And we'll just walk back into the zone of death, you know what I mean, a stun. Zul is down the bottom, but that's fine. Let him do Zul things. I'm just going to get out of here to get some more health, and then we'll go bottom. We can either go... We can either deal... escape. We'll get an extra charge of vault so we can escape better.
I shall crush all you hold dear, angels.
Yeah, we could be doing some more damage. Get rid of it. Can't reach anything with that at the moment.
Double kill.
And we just lay down some fire there just to just unload everything we can into So, at point blank as well, because we're misclicking and not really paying attention where our mouse pointer is. Because we do get a little bit blind like that in the middle of battle, and that's something that I need to work on. And just take a step back and see what's going on rather than anything else. So even positioning, I should be back here if we're being perfectly honest. I think if I got positioning down more, I'd be far better. Let's throw out one of them. For some reason we've got a gust out there. That's fine. We'll just escape there a bit quicker. Everybody's getting in everybody else's way.
As you wish. No one else dies by your hands.
And we'll just go and find a safe place to recall. 2 kills, 17 assists, 3 deaths, which is in line with the rest of the team, I suppose. Our hero damage is absolutely abysmal at the moment. Having said that, we have got a lot of people who can do a lot of damage on this team.
Here.
That's fine. What we're going to do is we're going to come down here and start this camp because we can, and because we're fairly good at camps too. And with our healing or sustaining, as you see, we're getting 38 health per auto attack.
Here.
And we'll just grab that just because we can, and it applies a bit of pressure while we're hopefully getting the objective here. And we'll take out Zagara just like that. So, thanks to our little healing thing, our health is fairly good. Mana, as always, is an issue, so we need to be careful. Not quite sure why Azmodan's recalling. He's got a fair bit of health. I see our bottom could be in trouble, so hopefully that's where he's going. No, he's not. He's not helping our bottom at all, which is something that really somebody should do in a moment. Oh yeah, he's... no. So that's fine, we'll just do this. And we're going to increase our attack speed and range. So we'll push bottom, why not? As long as we're all doing the same thing, I don't have a problem with pushing bottom. So somebody is going to need to tank this, and thankfully we do have a little bit of a spawn going on. Let's activate this, let's go with that, and we'll just fire that out as well so they can't do anything. And that should be another good game. So there we go, that was Valla on Battlefield of Eternity. Let's see, we didn't do great as far as damage is concerned against enemy hero. Let's have a look what we did have. So 3 kills, oh we did after all that. 3 kills, 18 assists, 3 deaths. That's alright. 79, almost 80,000 in our siege damage, which is on a par almost with Azmodan and above everybody else, so that's good. Hero damage just over 28,000. Tracer slightly behind us, and pretty good at our XP contribution as well. I go through the talent build because it's my standard Valla build, and that's it. Again, thumbs up if you like, thumbs down if you don't, let me know. Give me any questions that you want in the comments or via Twitter. The it'll be in the video description. If you want me to see a particular hero, see me play them, let me know and I'll do my best to do that if I own them. Other than that, thank you very much for watching and I will see you next time. Goodbye.